This is going to be that video, but you'll regret if you miss it. So stay tuned and watch. Finally today, at long last, both cars are together on a drive. And do you know what? The Escort is having its heart rebuilt. That's right, the engine is getting built today. A long time waiting, and yes, hundreds and hundreds of questions. When's the Escort going to get done? Well, you know what? James is en route. Most of the parts are here, so let's do it, shall we? Okay, so current situation with this Escort. Let's have a look, open the bonnet. Yep, painted the engine bay. This is new and replaced. These are new. That's new and replaced. That's new. Painted the servo, all that kind of stuff. I've looked into getting some new brake lines done. We'll talk about them later. But yeah, the car is in a sorry state with no engine, as it's all up there. That's been getting used and abused and hammered daily, and that is amazing. I absolutely love that car. Check out the last videos where, first of all, we've been a Sabra, got a 401 brake horsepower tune. Got the gels, and we've got this nice little spoiler on the back. Both look good on a drive together. So yeah, let's have a quick recap. So the engine got rebuilt. It was good for 350 brake. It was on a running map. Absolute animal. Drove really well. Flying about in there. Loved it. Anyhow, we put on a steady state tune on a dyno. After 30 odd minutes, started knocking. Go back and watch the videos. I'm not going to bore you. Piston was slapping, okay? After checking the big ends, checking the timing change, checking all the lifters, all that kind of stuff, replacing everything, and troubleshooting. Yeah, an injector stuck wide open. But no, we've got new injectors. We've got 1000cc Bosch injectors and a custom made billet aluminium top feed rail now, okay? So this car is going all out. We've got like a new fuel pressure regulator. We've got everything. We got my big badass T34 turbo over there. The head is all there ready to be done and stuff, put back on. We've got new pistons. We got new multi-layer steel head gasket, new head bolts. What else we got? I don't know, we got everything. Oh yeah, new rods, new ARPs, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be one hell of a build. And I state it's going to be the best build, okay? This is going to be the best, fastest front wheel drive RS Cosworth Replica. Okay, so you will see that I have my block back from the machine shop, and great news. So yeah, we got away with a little horn on the block, and it's been measured to spec to the new pistons, and this is spot on. So I'm well happy with that. One less thing to worry about. Okay, so here's the money picture. The new pistons and the new rods. So yeah, we've got the max speed racing rods, okay, with the ARP 2000 bolts. We've got the custom made lapel, however it's said, forged pistons with the coated skirts. Let's flip you around in there now, let's have a look. Very nice bit of kit. We've all been measured, the block's been checked to them, we got a new set of rings, so we are good to go with these. Okay, so we just quickly torn down my old engine, and I say quickly tore down my old engine because I wanted to get the crank pulley off to take your oil pump out, because looking at mine, it was mint going in, there's light scoring on it, so I wanted to check my old engine. Not as simple as we planned, to get the crank pulley off and stuff. I had to go out, buy a crank pulley tool, didn't have the right bolts. Anyway, 2 hours later, we finally got it off. Banging tool for the sake of €10.99 car parts. We've done that now. So yeah, great tool. Old engine torn down. And when I say old engine, original engine out of the car, not the built forged one. Tearing down the old pump now because we want to check internals, see if we're going to use any of those bits. But I'm going to flip you on to these Ansu injectors. So they're a Bosch base injector. These are 1000cc. Pretty quirky and cool. Got a keyring in there. That's a USB memory stick or something, James was saying just now. So we had these from Ian Pepper. You might have seen him online. He's got like 1,000 brake horsepower drag car Nova. It's always up in pod, amazing. It's not 1,000, is it? Oh, I just bigged him up even more, but it's serious power it is. And yeah, that's the injectors to go into a custom top feed rail that we're going for. And look, okay, don't forget, I am selling my old injectors. They have been pressure tested and flow tested, whatever, and they're like clean and stuff. They do work, okay? I'm selling them based on condition. I'm asking £100 delivered to them. That is an asking price, okay? They're 440cc. If somebody wants them and help my build out, money will go back into the pot. But yeah, they are like, I've looked on eBay and Recon ones are selling for £400. You can't buy these injectors new anymore. You can buy copies and they're pants. They'll do the damage that I had. But yeah, we've got these and I'm well happy. Next, toys in a bag. Obviously, we got the rings and stuff for the pistons. But yeah, we're going to quickly check out this old, what's it called, oil pump, check the internals of this, give her a clean, probably whip 2 oil pumps back together and start whipping this engine back.
One eternity later.
Story time. So after all this nonsense of messing around, we got the oil pump out. In doing so, we took it out and we're like, something don't add up here. We were given, by mistake, pure error, the wrong bloody pump internals. So there's us thinking the pump had gone. Took my pump apart, my pump was absolutely mint. So yeah, there's a day gone. But do you know what? Live and let learn. Let me flip you around and see where we are. So yeah, there's the radioactive yellow rocker, which is ready to go on. Standard N7A pistons, supposed to be going to some other guy. Engine is finally now on a stand. Dirty gearbox, should be cleaned and painted. Can't be bothered, it's not about that. Yeah, so look, we're going to start getting this back together. Parts and parts. So yeah, we got filter, we got head bolts, we got the injectors, we got fuel pressure regulator, we got a turbo, we got the clutch, we got the flywheel, we got the lifters. What else we got? Yeah, we got everything. So obviously I'm not got a mic on, so I apologise if the volume's not great. Engine build 2.0 is being under commence. Yeah, so the only difference is realistically new injectors with new fuel rail, we've got new pistons and new rods. So we will be slightly altering compression too versus last time. But yeah, so this is how we roll. So a key part is cleaning everything up. So this is where the oil pump was. We wouldn't have had to take this out, but we have. And we did a good clean up now. So get some brake cleaner, yeah, get some cloth and stuff, get the old bits of gasket off, using a blade and some brake cleaner. Likewise, all this kind of stuff. So any old sealer or gasket or debris on the engine needs to be removed. All surfaces need to be perfect. So we are swimming in brake cleaner, trying to clean all the jets. Check that out. Yeah, I've got a crap coming out of it. So yeah, so we're having a real good clean of this first. My trusty brush. Yeah, that's much better. It will need an airline blowout and another clean, but you can see the debris and most of the crap is out of there now. And we got a clean area to work with. James demonstrating his muscles here because I actually do have a bad back. I'm not going to lie about that. James will tell you I've moaned about this all day long. So I don't know if I've mentioned on the channel before, I suffer from a bad back, being 6'4", being a lanky PRICK. Yeah, I've got 2 slip discs and 1 bulging in my spine. But do you know what? Don't tend to play up, but I've done something to it today, and I'm on the naproxen. I'm also on paracetamol, ibuprofen, just to numb it out. So yeah, let's just have a throwback to the damage. Okay, day 1. Engine on stand, car back in garage. So I need to make a gasket for this oil pump. And to do so, clean it up, masking tape, a dirty finger, rub it round the protruded edges, pull this off, transfer it onto gasket paper. The finest cutting out techniques will give you a banging gasket.
3 days later.
And there we go. That's our gasket, all nicely done. So yeah, I'll take that. That will do. Okay, so a quick little break from engine build. A bit of a plug about here. So myself, always been a bit of a side hustler. I've been doing screen printing garments and t-shirts for the last 12 years or so. It's something I've always done, and I've had merchandise on the channel before with a big Boosted 2K t-shirts. However, with the engine build costing what it is costing and the stress and all that kind of stuff with it, this is a reach out. So look, if you ever want to help out with the build, I'm not one of those ones who does membership and stuff, but I want to give you something back. I have these t-shirts, okay? This is a plain heavy Gildan style t-shirt. However, check this out. Need money for boost. Okay, so yeah, these t-shirts are 15 quid for an oversized fit. So this t-shirt is a 2XL, just to give it that kind of baggy look. Yeah, they're 15 quid if you see me in the flesh, or I'll post them UK for £17. Also have this one as well. So yeah, you have a choice. You can have a t-shirt with a back logo, or if you just want to keep it plain and stuff like that, just have a back. But yeah, we have this one with a front logo. So yeah, need money for boost. Pretty cool t-shirt for wearing on shows, and it's a big massive shout out to me then if you're wearing them and stuff like that, because I do know people do have t-shirts. We got rid of a lot of the last lot with a Boosted 2K logo and the Cosy and stuff like that. I think it's quite cool, like Boost with a $sign and stuff. I don't know. Anyhow, look, it's up to you. If you want one of these t-shirts, hit me up on Instagram at DefBoxDan, okay? And I'll sort you out. But yeah, thanks, and back to the video. Okay, so like I said, this is the next day. I'm absolutely stinking howling. James is up here again, so big shout out to James. We're on to the rings. Let me flip you around and show you. Okay, so we got the specs out, we've got the feeler gauge out, and we are measuring. So yeah, there's 3 rings on each one, so there's 2 rings and an oil scraper, if I remember correct, yeah?
An upper ring, a lower ring, and then 2 oil rings.
There we are. Yeah. So James is the man who knows, not me. So we've already put the pistons in and checked and stuff. They sit lovely and flush as well, not like the last ones, which just slightly protrude. Just pointed out from a block, so there's no chances there. Well, we've completely eliminated them hitting the block or hitting any valves. But yeah, look, I'm going to leave James get on with these now and file them down, and then hopefully we'll get the pistons in soon. Okay, so yeah, all the rings are done. So we got number 1 in. This is number 4. So you can see, like I said, we've got the 2 rings and the oil scraper ring. James is obviously getting these into the block now. The next update will be all of these in the block. But yeah, we're just cleaning everything up again, just giving everything a wipe and stuff, giving it the 10th going over, just to make sure there's no contamination, because contamination means scratching, pick up on anywhere, on bearings, dirt and debris, and we don't want it, and we don't want anything to fail, and we most definitely don't want it to turn out like the oil pump, which wasn't ours. Whilst we're at it as well, whilst James is busy doing the pistons, quickly check the oil and giving us a quick auto perfection. Don't forget, use discount code BOOSTED2K for 10% off, and share this review. I've extended my drive. So yeah, me and Chelsea have been working really hard doing that today. But yeah, getting us ready for a road trip, because we are off to RS National Day, Mallory Park on Sunday. So yeah, Sunday the 3rd, hopefully see you there. Okay, so whilst James is just cracking on with that now, I didn't show you this. I think I showed in a previous video. So got this Torx fuel pressure regulator, okay? So we're going to put custom lines on it now. We're going to make braided PTFE lines, aren't they? I don't know, but anyway.
I think PTFE is only if you're using ethanol.
Is there? Braided lines anyway. So we're going to go to Torx Motorsport. They're not far away from us actually. Going to give the bits from there. Big shout out to everyone who answered my question the other day, and James already told me, because I don't listen, about the fasteners and stuff like that, which we'll use in the end, like the unions and stuff, whatever, the Ford replacements. But yeah, this will have a a gauge on it so we can work the fuel pressure out, where before we had a basic 3-bar regulator one, which is like cheap as chips, cheap cheerful job off eBay. And for the other rail, that does the job perfectly, but look, we're going proper all out in this. So we got this. I'll show you now where we're going to go back to the lines in the car quickly. And look, we'll do a video of just making them, or you'll see in the background. And it'll be neater, it'll be nicer, tidy up the bay a bit as well. So yeah, so we're going to run directly from there and replace this line. And then the other line will be replaced from there. So we can just literally buy fittings that go back to the original hard lines into these and run up then to where the regulator will be on the back of the inlet and stuff. And more to come on the fuel rain soon. It's one of those things, isn't it? So often we see on, like, we got an N7A turbo page. I look on the Z-Tech turbo pages. I always see questions. How much will it cost to turbo my naturally aspirated car? And we tell everyone it's like 2, 3, 4 grand, whatever. And they're like, we look at you stupid. They don't take into consideration all the work that's got to be done. So routing in like the oil lines, fuel pump and stuff like that, fuel regulators, mapping, ECU, wiring looms and stuff. So yeah, you can buy a turbo, you buy max speed racing turbo, 150 quid. You can buy a cheap manifold for 250 quid off eBay. You can chuck it all on, but that isn't the end of it. So yeah, luckily a lot of this stuff on the build we've done anyway over the last 4 or 5 years, for previous engine to this engine to the newer spec engine. But yeah, don't underestimate how long it takes. I'm building the engine as well. So I was watching a Matt Armstrong video last week. He rebuilt the complete engine in one video. That video probably was months and months of footage. And we know that because he's honest about it. So yeah, in real life time, this is how we're doing it. I'll put a little clip up now as well, right, of the last engine build I found the other day with myself and Hope. And you'll see the difference in size now, okay? Yeah, day 2, and we're on to engine build part number 2. So we left you off short on the last one, based on the fact that we were at the time. So Hope's come in now, top engineer. And you, babe, come in to check on us.
I'm in supervisor.
Yep, supervisor. So let's see where we are. Also, we just plastic gauging and checking these, because, you know, check it properly and stuff. Say bye. I'm really excited to get back out in this car. As you can see, Hope is as well. She's playing with all the boosted 2000 cards. Smile. Okay, so time is ticking on really fast, and we're going to call her a day. Just want to show you some comparisons. So the old rods, scenes rods with the ARPL 19 bolts and the Lassa pistons, okay? So yeah, flip you around and show you the ones on the car. Don't forget that these rods are available. They're like 900, 1200 pound rods. They are for sale. And I got a ballpark, I'm asking £300 for them. If you are interested in these rods, very, very high spec, good rods. If you've done 200 miles, there's nothing wrong with them. Come and see them, or I can post them out. So yeah, that's the rods. Anyhow, so yeah, look, these pistons sit very, very nice. One more to go in now, and yeah, the engine next time then. We'll have the oil pump in, we'll have a windage tray, pickup pipe sump, and we'll have a head on it. And then it'll be in there. So if you're interested, hit like, sub, enable notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this, and it's nice to be back working on the Escort. And as always, a huge shout out to James.